A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Idza huyyitum bitahiyatin fahayyu bi ahsana minha aw rudduha. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Alhamdulillahilladzi arsala rasulahu bil huda wa dinil haqq liyuzhirahu 'alad dini kullih walau karihal kafirun. Amma ba'd. Alhamdulillah. Pertama-tama marilah kita panjatkan puji syukur kita kehadrat Allah Subhanahu wa taala. Karena atas berkat nikmat Allah yang luar biasa sehingga kita semua bisa hadir di tempat yang insya Allah penuh dengan keberkahan, yaitu dalam acara News Anchor Competition Harum Fest 2022-2023. Alhamdulillah. Salawat dan salam marilah kita panjatkan kepada junjungan kita Nabi besar Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Karena berkat beliaulah kita bisa merasakan nikmat iman, Islam dan ihsan. Dan semoga kita semua, khususnya keluarga besar SDIT Harum dan umumnya seluruh umat Islam di dunia ini mendapatkan syafaat Nabi besar Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amin, amin ya rabbal alamin. Hadirin hadirat yang dimuliakan Allah, saya selaku panitia di sini akan membacakan susunan acara, the several agenda of News Anchor Competition Harum Fest 2022 and 2023. The first agenda is opening. The second agenda is performances from the students, and the third is welcoming and motivation from our honorary judge, Mr. Joy Asro Suwarno, ST. And at the last is the closing by reciting dua together. Okay, I will immediately to open this agenda today by reciting Al-Fatiha together. A'udzu billahi minasy syaithanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yaumiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Rabbighfirli wa liwalidayya wa lil mu'minina amin. Alhamdulillah. The next agenda is the performances from our participant, the News Anchor Competition. Okay, the first participant of the News Anchor Competition is please welcome our beloved student Javas Naraya Raya. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the weather forecast today. I'm Jafas as the presenter. Now, let's see what's the weather like in Indonesia. We are starting from Kalimantan and Sulawesi. It is mostly going to rain in these parts of Indonesia. So, don't go anywhere without your umbrella. The average temperature will be 23 degrees Celsius with a humidity percentage of around 80 to 85%. Next, we will move on to the eastern parts of Indonesia. There is Papua and Maluku. It is going to rain for the whole week. And be careful because there is going to be lightning too. But the average temperature will be 30 degrees Celsius with a humidity percentage of 78 to 85%. Next, to the southern parts of Indonesia, like Java, Bali, NTB, and NTT. In these parts of Indonesia, it is going to be cloudy, but not much rain. It will only rain 1 or 2 times in a week, with an average temperature of around 25 degrees Celsius and an average humidity percentage of 65 to 70%. Finally, to the western areas of Indonesia, there is Sumatra, Riau Islands, and Bangka Belitung Islands. It is sunny and hot, so do not go outside if you don't want to get sweat. The temperature reaches up to 35 degrees Celsius with an average humidity percentage of around 65%. Okay, that's the weather forecast for today. I hope you a great day. I'm Jafas. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, thank you very much, Jafas. Okay. The next participant is Anandya Najmi Zahira. Time is yours. Zara mana Zara? Zara? Cepet sayang. Yang udah dapat clear langsung nunggu di sana ya. Yang udah dapat clear langsung nunggu di sana. Siapa?
Baru keluar. Ini ada kantor di sini. Oh, nggak di sini. Ada kantor. Bismillah ya. Ya.
Yes, Ara nunggu di sini ya. Nunggu di sini. Yes, Sam.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and welcome to this special edition with me, Anandya Najmi Zahira in Islamic News. Today, I'm gonna talk about the Israelis and Palestinians fighting violently. The UN cannot take over the responsibility, said Wednesday. Last month, more than 35 Palestinians and 7 Israelis were killed, following a year of violence that involved almost 90 raids and arrested by the Israeli military and a spate of Palestinian attacks. Recent violence has been exacerbated by the coming to power of the most far-right government in Israel's history, led by Benjamin Netanyahu, which has proclaimed the principle of exclusive Jewish rights to all land. Many observers are disillusioned by the two-state solution, the peace formula for the Israel and Palestine conflict. The conflict between Israel and Palestine has been going on for a long time. This happened because of the struggle for the territory as their place residence. The initial conflict between Palestine and Israel occurred after World War I. At that time, Britain, as the winner of World War I, gave territory to the Jewish people through the Balfour in 1917. With this agreement, Jews considered the Palestine area to be their homeland. On the other hand, the Palestine Islamic community considers that the British forced the establishment of a Jewish state in the Palestine area, where this is contrary to the wishes for the Palestinian people. I am Anandia Najmi Zahira. Thank you for watching Islamic News. Have a good day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Nadia. Okay. Okay, the next participant is the fourth grade student of Al-Farisi, Nadia Akila Mumtaz. Time is yours.
Hello.
Di sini. Ini dulu pegang ini. Biasanya, oke ya.
Assalamualaikum. Hello, good morning viewers. Welcome to Harum News. With lines of news from around the world, we bring information about what's happening this week as for today, Saturday 11th, 2023. And here it is, the top news, now with me, Nadia. First news comes from Middle East. Outrage over Swedish Quran burning. Action by a man named Rasmus Paludan. Every Muslim country in the Middle East have been calling for anti-Swedish protests and ban all products that coming from this country. Rasmus Paludan himself is activist from far-right political party of Sweden. Second news coming from Palestine. Tension rise after Israeli forces kill several Palestinians during West Bank raid. In response, the Palestinian Authority cut security coordination with Israel, and later a week ago, there were reports of rockets fired into Israel from Gaza, which is controlled by Hamas. In response to this attack, Israel also bombarding Gaza with so many killed by Israeli troops. And the last news is coming from Turkey and Syria. Earthquake with 7.8 magnitude hit Turkey and Syria. Death toll passes 21,500. At least 18,342 people have been killed in Turkey and 3,377 are known to have died in Syria. The World Bank has promised 1.78 billion to Turkey in relief and recovery assistance. United Nations Chief Antonio Guterres is calling on the international community to provide more money for earthquake relief and announce a donor conference for next week. That's it for now, and thank you for watching Harum News with me, Nadia.
Thank you very much, Nadia. Okay, the next participant is Queen Niza Putri Badisha. The fourth grade student for A Al-Farisi. Time is yours.
Itu nggak kelihatan. Boleh geli maju nggak?
Ini dipakai.
Ini apa?
Kalau disapu.
Ini apa kali majuin nggak?
Nanti.
Saya mau dulu. Aku di live.
Taruh di saku sayang.
Saku nggak ada, Miss. Saku saya tidak ada. Kenapa?
Oke, Queen.
Takut.
Oke, mulai. Ayo sayang, dimulai. Udah dimulai langsung.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to Breaking News today from Indonesia Civil. I'm Kuniza Putri Batisha. A powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked southern Turkey and Syria early morning on Monday, February 6. At least 43 aftershock have occurred with magnitude of 4.3 or more. A strong shock of magnitude 7.5 light after the devastating earthquake. This aftershock was extremely shallow but worsened the shaking effects. Entire city blocks were flattened by the quake. Metal rods were strewn across the streets and bicycles topped over. More than 1,000 high-rise buildings were destroyed. At least 120 aftershock have occurred with following powerful earthquake in southern Turkey. Three of the aftershock measured 6.0 or greater. The death toll continued to grow in Turkey and northern Syria, where two powerful earthquakes destroyed buildings and left some villages in total rubble. Over 3,700 people are dead. People ran for their life as aftershock from the 7.8 quake collapsed an entire apartment building. A desperate search is underway to find victims buried alive. The port of Iskenderun is in southern Turkey was damaged. Some parts of the port docks collapsed. Elsewhere, cracks formed on the runways of some airports in the earthquake zone. Many countries have already begun to provide humanitarian assistance. Rescuers are still working to free people trapped under the rubble. That's all for now. Stay tuned to this channel and keep up the lessons from Turkey. Until next time, goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Give big applause for Queen. Thank you, Queen.
Kok kayak tiba-tiba ada 3.700-nya ya?
Okay, the next participant is Ulwan The next participant is Ulwan Azka Nasrullah.
Okay.
The fourth guest student Al-Farisi. Time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking News today from Indonesia TV. I'm Ulwan Askan Nasrullah. Powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked southern Turkey and Syria early morning on Monday, February 6. At least 43 aftershocks have occurred with a magnitude of 4.3 or more. A strong shock of magnitude 7.5 late after a devastating earthquake. This aftershock was extremely shallow but worsened the shaking felt. The entire city blocks were flattened by the quake. Metal rods were strewn across the streets and vehicles toppled over. More than 1,000 high-rise buildings were destroyed. At least 120 aftershocks have occurred following powerful earthquake in southern Turkey. 3 of the aftershocks measured 6.0 or greater. The death toll continues to grow in Turkey and northern Syria, where 2 powerful earthquakes destroyed buildings and left some villages in total rubble. Over 3,700 people are dead. People run for their lives as aftershocks from the 7.8 quake collapsed an entire apartment building. A desperate search is underway to find victims buried alive. The port of Iskenderun in southern Turkey was damaged. Some parts of the port's dock collapsed. Elsewhere, cracks formed on the runways of some airports in the earthquake zone. Many countries have already begun to provide humanitarian assistance. Rescuers are still working to free people trapped under the rubble. That's all for now. Stay tuned to this channel and keep up the latest news from Turkey. Until next time, goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Ulwan. Thank you very much, Ulwan. Okay, the next participant of the news anchor competition is Kanisha Al-Mahira Nifa, the 4th grade student B. Ibnu Rush. Time is yours.
Siapa tadi?
Kanisha Al-Mahira Neva.
Yang kenceng ya suaranya, yang kenceng. Ya, pelan-pelan. Kenceng suaranya.
Mulai saya boleh.
Udah boleh baca.
Ya, sama.
Hello and welcome to the breaking news. My name is Kanisha Al-Mahira Neva. We will bring you the most updated news from Harum TV. Indonesia to send rescue medical teams to help Turkey.
More than 4,000 people have been killed and thousands injured and after a magnitude 7 earthquake struck Turkey and Syria early Monday. According to officials and agencies, thousands of buildings collapsed in both countries, and aid agencies are particularly worried about Syria, where more than 4 million people were already relying on humanitarian assistance. The Indonesian government will send several forms of assistance in 2 batches to help the victims of the 7 magnitude earthquake that jolted Turkey and Syria. The Abdul Muhari, head of BNPB's Centers for Disasters Data, said 47 CER personnel will be accompanied by a disaster handling team from BNPB and will depart in the next 1 to 2 days. Muhari said Indonesian proud that the Besonars teams has international SAR. Currently, he said his side is waiting for the issuance of flight clearance for the Indonesian Air Force Hercules aircraft used to bring the SAR personnel and equipment. For the second batch, the government will deploy emergency medical technicians, at least 19 personnel that are also qualified in medical emergency response. Furthermore, Indonesians are currently also preparing and collecting such a food and logistics, and also send in the near future as soon as possible, along with the cash aid of about $1 million for Turkey and $1 million for Syria. Follow the next update in Great News Harum TV. I am Kanisha Almahiraneva. Good morning and see you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Kanisha. Well, the next participant, the news anchor competition is Konita Azmi Zakia, the 4th grade student B, Ibnu Rushd. Time is yours.
Ada kantong nggak? Punya kantong nggak? Nggak ada. Nanti taruh di meja aja ya. Taruh di meja aja.
Welcome to the weather forecast today. I'm Konita Zunzakia as the presenter. Now let's see how the weather in Indonesia is like. We are starting from the northern areas in Indonesia: Kalimantan, North Sulawesi, and the northern areas in Maluku. The wind blows hard and cold, so possibility of rain will come. Don't go anywhere without your umbrella. The temperature reaches 23 degrees Celsius. Well, next to the eastern areas in Indonesia, there is Papua, the northern areas in Maluku, NTT, NTB, and the eastern areas in Bali. It rains all day so long, so please prepare your thick clothes and raincoat. The thunderstorm will come or will occur at the day, because the temperature will be higher than 22 degrees Celsius. Well, next to the western areas in Indonesia, that is Sumatra, the central and the south Kalimantan, and also the northern areas in Java. It's little bit hot but cloudy, and there is no possibility of rain. But it's a bit windy because the temperature reaches 24 degrees Celsius. Well, next to the last areas, that is the South area in Indonesia. That is South Sumatra, Jakarta, and the southern areas in Java. It is little bit cloudy and there is any possibility of rain, then it's gonna be sunny in the afternoon because the temperature reaches 25 degrees Celsius only. Okay, that is the weather forecast today. I'm Korita Zuzakia. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. What a wonderful your performance, Anita. MashaAllah. Well, the next participant of the news anchor competition is Hana Fahrul Shakiri, the fourth grade student C. Ibnu Haita. Time is yours.
Taruh di meja aja.
Langsung saya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning viewers. Welcome back to the Harum TV weather forecast. Live from studio, second floor. Newsroom, Estate Harum Studio. With me Hana, new day, new week, new month. You have to start your day with new energy. And for this gloomy Saturday morning edition, we will give you some prediction about the weather forecast. Report based our satellite in Jakarta City. And here is the forecast. Okay viewers, let's take a look at our current condition here. Viewers, as you can see on your TV screen, some of Jakarta, North Jakarta, West Jakarta, Central Jakarta, the weather it will be cold and windy, with temperature up to 24 until 29 degrees Celsius, with 85% humidity and gloomy sky all day long. There's a chance of some rain too, so don't leave home without your umbrella. But different conditions who live in East Jakarta and South Jakarta. The weather it will be rainy. There will be rainfall with a little bit thunder, with the temperature up to 23 until 27 degrees Celsius. I'm not going to lie. It's very dangerous for you to go outside. But according to the Meteorology and Weather Department, the weather can be changed to sunny day and Sunday morning, so let's have fun with your family. And overall for the 3 weather forecast Jakarta, February 12th, February 13th, and February 14th, the highest temperature is 31 degrees Celsius, a minimum temperature of 28 degrees Celsius. There will be sunny in the morning. The sun will rise at 5:54 a.m. and the sunset is 6:17 p.m. Well viewers, that's all news and weather forecast report for today's edition. No matter how the weather is, today must be better. I am Hana. Thank you for watching and we hope you enjoy your day. Bye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What a great your performance, Hana. MashaAllah. Absolutely, we will enjoy this day today. Well, the next participant of the news anchor competition is Naira K. Farsha Arindra, the 4th grade student C. Ibnu Haita. Time is yours.
Ada Bang Joy.
Naira. Naira Kifrosha, time is yours.
Ini siapa?
Dihana kayaknya tadi.
Oh iya benar. Ini taruh mana?
Taruh di saku sayang, taruh di saku.
Enggak ada. Hah? Tidak aja.
Enggak ada sapinya.
Kamu kalau sambil duduk bisa sayang. Taruh di atas.
Berdiri.
Berdiri ya? Oh ya udah.
Sebentar ya.
Oke. Mulai sayang.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the weather forecast today. I'm Naira as the presenter. Now let's see how the weather in Indonesia is like. We are starting from the northern areas in Indonesia, Kalimantan, North Sulawesi, and the northern areas in Maluku. The wind blows hard and cold, so please prepare your thick clothes and raincoat. The temperature reaches 23 degrees centigrade. While next to the eastern areas in Indonesia, that is Papua, the northern areas in Maluku, East Nusa Tenggara, West Nusa Tenggara, and the eastern areas in Bali. It rains all day long, so please prepare your thick clothes and raincoat. The thunderstorm will come or will occur at the day because the temperature will be higher than to 22 degrees centigrade. Well, next to the western areas in Indonesia, there is Sumatra, the central and the south Kalimantan, and also the northern areas in Java. It's a little bit hot but cloudy, and there is no possibility of rain, but it's a bit windy because the temperature reaches 24 degrees centigrade. Well, next to the last areas, that is the south areas in Indonesia, that is South Sumatra, Jakarta, and the northern and the southern areas in Java. It's a little bit cloudy and there is no possibility of rain. Then it's gonna be sunny in the afternoon because the temperature reaches 25 degrees centigrade only. Okay, that's it, the weather forecast today. I'm Naira, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Naira. Thank you. What a wonderful your performance, Naira. Well, the next participant of the news anchor competition is Ayesa Janeta, the 5th grade student A, Al-Hawa Rizmi. Time is yours. Oh, ada slide-nya? Apa? Oh, nanti saya lihat. Ayesa tentang apa sayang? Tentang apa? Culture, art and culture.
Good morning, viewers. You're watching Top News with me, Ayesa Janeta. On this opportunity, I'd like to read you a short article from the Top News about art and culture news. On his first ever visit to Indonesia for Idea Fest 2022, global artist Takashima Kamiya from Japan talked about his pursuit of more art, a life of purpose and a peaceful death. You always seem happy and cheerful. How do you stay even though work and life are hard?
Singer-songwriter Hiroaki Kato asked Japanese contemporary artist Takashi Murakami while hosting an Idea Fest 2022 talk show at the Jakarta Convention Center in Senayan. Last year's edition of Idea Fest 2022 was held in Jakarta from November 24 to 27, with Murakami closing the event as its only featured international speaker. And that was the news for this morning. For the next update on top news, I am Ayesa Janeta. Thank you and see you next time. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What a good performance. Thank you very much, Ayesa Janeta. Well, I will immediately call the next participant. Here is Fatir Arsha Yuhdi, the 5th grade student A, Al-Khawarizmi. Fatir Arsha Yuhdi, time is yours.
Taruh mana? Ya. Saya berdiri. Saya berdiri. Berdirinya. Ayo. Oh ya. Sini lagi. Sini lagi. Oh ya. Apa? Oh, sini apa? Oh, udah. Ya. Ya, tutup bisa nggak? Ditutup. Ya. Ya.
Langsung boleh. Mulai.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to today's weather forecast. I am Fatir Arsha from Indonesia Morning. Let's have a look what the weather today is in Indonesia. In the north of country such as in Medan, Pontianak, and Balikpapan, and pretty sunny and cloudy with an
Fatir.
Bisa diulang lagi?
Nomor absen 10. Wahani nomor absen 10. Nomor 10 Bu Hani.
Ya. Ya. Ketelatan sih. Ya tutup. Ya, ulang lagi. Bentar. Ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Welcome to today's weather forecast. I'm Fatir Arsha from Indonesia Morning. Let's have a look what the weather today is in Indonesia. In the north of the country, such as in Medan, Pontianak, and Balikpapan, and pretty sunny and cloudy with average of 31 Celsius degree. There is chance some rain too, so don't leave home with your umbrella. Especially in Padang, West Sumatra. Especially in Padang, West Sumatra. Belum, sudah. Especially in Padang, West Sumatra, it's been quite heavy rain these days in the afternoon, but quite sunny in the morning. There could be a storm lightning in Pontianak. Maybe you'd better stay home if not necessary. More fun in Galela, it's very cloudy and dark. As we look down to the south, there's also much rain in Java and some parts in the east. Particularly in Surabaya and Kupang, Nusa Tenggara Timur, there may be some west wind and thunderstorm in the afternoon. While the middle and the east, such as Makassar, Ambon, and Samlaki, the temperature is a bit higher and around 31 to 32 Celsius degree. It has the wet weather today in Samlaki. It's sunny during today. Now let's take a closer look at Jakarta and surroundings.
Today forecast in Jakarta it's merely valid with a 31 Celsius degree in the morning and it'll go down to 26 in the evening. It's a pretty sunny day to have a trip around Jakarta. While in Bogor, West Java, it's rainy. When in Bogor, West Java, it's been rainy these days with 27 Celsius degree in the morning. It's quite heavy raining today. Now here is week winter forecast in Jakarta to help you plan our trip around the city. Thanks all today forecast. Thank you very much for watching. Have a nice day. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What a great performance, Fatih. Subhanallah. Thank you very much, Fatih. Thank you. Selamat datang kepada juri tamu kita, Bapak Joy Asro Suwarno, ST. Beliau adalah senior news producer dan senior news anchor SCDP. Yes, Honorably, kami merasa terhormat Bapak bisa datang di sini, bisa memotivasi anak-anak, dan mungkin ini adalah one of the biggest reason of their participation in this competition. Jadi ini salah satu alasan terbesar mereka untuk semangat ikut kompetisi karena ada Bapak. Alhamdulillah sudah menginspirasi. Kita semua tahu kalau Bapak adalah well known ya di bidang jurnalis, dan kami semua terinspirasi oleh Bapak, dan adanya Bapak merupakan motivasi bagi mereka. Dan yang tadinya mereka, saya bisa enggak ya, saya memotivasi mereka, Bu saya mau, saya takut nggak bisa. Ketika ada tamu dan dengar info dari Bu Hani, Pak Joy bisa hadir, peserta yang tadinya kami prediksi sedikit membludak langsung banyak. Alhamdulillah jadi ada 26 peserta yang hadir di hari ini, walaupun ada satu yang nggak hadir karena sakit gitu Pak Joy. Sekali lagi kami mewakili keluarga besar Harum mengucapkan banyak sekali terima kasih kepada Pak Joy Asro dengan kesibukan yang luar biasa, mau menyempatkan diri untuk memberikan motivasi kepada calon anak-anak yang akan menjadi generasi penerus bangsa. Insya Allah nanti mereka bisa menjadi bisa melakukan syiar Islam, tidak terbatasi oleh kemampuan bahasa. Harapan kita di situ bisa syiar baik level nasional maupun internasional. Dengan ini kami yakin pengalaman yang luar biasa ini akan membentuk karakter mereka di masa yang akan datang, dan salah satu memori yang akan berharga diingatan dalam hati mereka, insya Allah salah satunya dengan kehadiran Pak Joy Asro Suwarno. Thank you very much Pak.
Saya berharap sih mereka kenal ya, karena ini generasi TV ini kan generasi lama.
Iya betul.
Mungkin kalau sekarang adik-adik ini lebih kenal sama selebgram,
iya betul,
gitu ya.
YouTuber.
Ya YouTuber. Saya mudah-mudahan kalau saya lihat tadi itu kelas berapa ya?
Kelas 5.
Untuk pronunciation keren ya.
Alhamdulillah.
Tinggal melatih ini aja, confidence.
Iya.
Science oke gitu. Kalau confidence itu sebenarnya cuma practice makes perfect aja.
Iya.
Kalau sering, ya udah akan jalan dengan sendirinya. For your info, aku tuh aslinya introvert.
Oh gitu.
Tapi mungkin karena bekerja jadi berubah. Jadi extrovert.
Jadi extrovert ya. Super extrovert. Iya luar biasa. Tapi sebenarnya anak-anak kita mulai memiliki banyak bibit yang luar biasa dalam bahasa Inggris. Dan alhamdulillah terima kasih sekali lagi kami haturkan kepada Pak Joy Asro untuk hadir di sini. Baiklah kita langsung menyaksikan Sahnas ya. The performance from our beloved student Sahnas Gazia Aktalisa, the 5th grade student B Al-Jazari. Give big applause for Sahnas. Masya Allah.
Assalamualaikum, good morning from Harum TV at 5B headquarters. Good to be with you, I'm Shanas Gazia. Muslims in several Asian countries have taken to the streets to protest against attacks on Islam's holy book in Sweden and the Netherlands. Far-right Swedish-Danish politician Rasmus Paludan set fire to a copy of the Quran on January 21st in Stockholm, followed by a one-man protest by Edwin Wagensveld in The Hague, where pages of the book were torn out. Demonstrations in Muslim-majority countries in Asia are calling for a boycott of Swedish and Dutch products.
Ya, cerita dulu ya.
Muslims in Dhaka, Bangladesh marched on the streets to voice outrage over right-wing protests targeting the Quran in Sweden and the Netherlands. Similarly, in Afghanistan, hundreds of demonstrators rallied with the Taliban in major cities to express their anger over the incident. Sweden's foreign minister, Tobias Billström, has called the attacks on Quran as appalling. Likewise, the United Nations Alliance of Civilizations also condemned the incident, while U.S. State Department state spokesperson called it a deeply disrespectful act. Recently, the foreign ministers from Asian members also slammed the incidents in Sweden. This is Harum TV News for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Shanas Kasia and have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much, Sahnas. MashaAllah, what a great performance, Sahnas. Thank you very much. Well, I will call the next participant. The next participant is Badra Ainu Sadewa. The 5th grade student C, Ibnu Firnas. Time is yours. Give big applause for Badra.
Ada ini apa di sini, Pak? Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning. The death toll from 7.8 magnitude earthquake that hit southeastern Turkey and Syria on February 6, 2023 has increased. Currently, more than 12,000 people have died as a result of the earthquake. It caused many buildings collapse, including the apartment was filled by the sleeping residents. That's why the number of victims is very large. Search and rescue teams continue to dig with the heavy tools, even with the bare hands in the shivering cold. This heartbreaking tragedy has received worldwide attention. There is to be one news for this Saturday. I'm Badra Inusadewa. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.
Okay, thank you very much, Badra. Okay. What a great your performance, Badra. Good, thank you. Well, immediately I want to call the next participant. The next participant of the news anchor competition is Fatia Shifa Az-Zahra, the 5th grade student C, Ibnu Firnas. Time is yours. Okay, please welcome Fatia Shifa Az-Zahra.
Fatia.
Nggak ada. Tentang apa, sayang? Tentang apa? Kamu nggak ngirim slide tentang apa? Beritanya.
Forecast.
Weather. Duduk.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the weather forecast today. I'm Fatia as the presenter. Now let's see how the weather in Indonesia is like. We are starting from the northern areas in Indonesia, Kalimantan, North Sulawesi, and the northern areas in Maluku. The wind blows hard and cold, so possibility of rain will come. Don't go anywhere without your umbrella. The temperature reaches 23 degrees centigrade. We'll next to the eastern areas in Indonesia. There is Papua, the northern areas in Maluku, West Nusa Tenggara Timur, West Nusa Tenggara Barat, and the eastern areas in Bali. It rains all day long, so please prepare your thick clothes and raincoats. The thunderstorm will come or will occur at the day because the temperature will be higher than 22 degrees centigrade. We'll next to the western areas Indonesia. That is Sumatra, the central and the south of Kalimantan, and also the northern areas in Java. It's little bit cold. It's little bit hot but coldy, and there is no possibility of rain. But it's a bit windy because the temperature reached 24 degrees centigrade. We'll next to the last areas, and that is the south area in Indonesia. That is South Sumatra, Jakarta, and the southern areas in Java. It's a little bit cloudy, and there is any possibility of rain. After that, it's going to be sunny in the afternoon because the temperature reached 25 degrees centigrade. Okay, that is the weather forecast for today. I'm Fatia, and thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Fatia. MashaAllah. Don't be worried, you are great, Fatia. Alhamdulillah. Well, the next participant of the news anchor competition is Liliana Jessica Alba, the 5th grade student C, Ibnu Firnas. Time is yours.
Tentang cuaca. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, viewers. My name is Liliana Jessica Alba. Now I'd like to tell you about climate change today in general. Climate change today, from diminishing snow and ice to increasing temperatures to rising sea level to more frequent and destructive extreme weather events. 97% of scientists agree climate change is happening and it is man-made. The climate change today infographic by Weather Underground thoroughly describes these changes and how they are affecting Earth's ecosystem. If we continue on our current path, these trends are expected to accelerate. Thanks all for now. Bye bye and good luck. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. What a wonderful performance, Liliana. Thank you very much, Liliana. Well, I will call the next participant. The next participant of the news anchor competition is Almira Zahira, the 5th grade student C, Ibnu Firnas. Almira Zahira, time is yours.
Almira. Almira.
Almira Zahira, Almira Zahira.
Almira Zahira. Oh, Cia. Cia.
Almira.
Nggak ada kantor.
Berdiri. Duduk apa berdiri? Duduk apa berdiri?
Kapan?
Kamu duduk.
Duduk
apa
aja.
Hah?
Duduk aja.
Kita harus di meja. Ayo.
Assalamualaikum. Good morning from Harum TV at 5C headquarters. Good to be with you. I'm Almira Zahira. Borobudur Temple. Borobudur Temple is a temple which became a pride of Indonesian people because it is ever being included into the 7 wonders of the world. It also becomes the largest Buddhist temple in the world. This temple is located in Borobudur village, Magelang, central of Java, Indonesia. It is approximately 100 kilometers from Semarang, 86 kilometers from Surakarta, and 40 kilometers from Yogyakarta. It was found as a place of worship for the Mahayana Buddhists by Sailendra dynasty in 800 AD. It was first discovered by Sir Thomas for travel in 1814. At that time, it was found crushed and buried in the ground. There are so many reliefs on Borobudur Swat, which total is about 1,486 panels. These reliefs tell about ancient stories written in Sanskrit, ancient stories language, and read by Mapradakisana. Mapradakisana is way to read in accordance with the clockwise direction. The way to read the story is starting from the east side of the gate at every level of temple. There are so many stories written on Borobudur Swat.
Setelah ini Abrisam siap-siap ya.
The first story on this relief
Abrisam.
is Karma Vibhanga, which written on the foot of this temple. It tells about karma. Karma is the law of because and effects of things by humans. This relief depicts humans' action, both reprehensible and commendable, along with what will they have. Originally, it has 10 levels, which have overall height about 42 meters. However, after the reparations, the height of Borobudur became approximately 32.5 meters, with overall building area about 129 meters square. The front side of Borobudur Temple is facing eastwards, although each side of the temples has similar form. There are 3 main levels of the realm in Borobudur. The third level is Kamadatu, the realm of Luz, Rapadatu, Tangible realm, and Arupadatu, formless realm. Since the discovery of Borobudur Temple, there are so many Buddhist statues that left. Originally, the amount of Buddha statues is 504 statues. More than 3 statues have been damaged. Most of the statues of Buddha are headless because often being stolen to be used in a museum collection. In third row, 88 niches. In fourth row, 72 niches, and fifth row, 84 niches. Besides sculpture, Borobudur Temple also has stupa. There are 72 stupas in the level of Arupadatu. Those stupas are spread in the court at this stage. In the first court, there are 32 stupas. In the second court, 24 stupas. And 60 stupas on the third court. This is Harum TV News for this Saturday. Thanks for watching. I'm Almira Zahira and have a good day.
Yeah, thank you very much, Almira. Give a big applause for Almira, mashallah. Well, I will call immediately the next performance of the news anchor competition. Anchor competition is Abrisam, Safaras Al-Haidar, the 5th grade student C, Ibnu Firnas. Abrisam, time is yours.
Abrisam.
Itu anak.
Abrisam. Oh.
Bisa baca teksnya boleh pakai HP bu?
Boleh.
Soalnya ininya hilang. Teksnya hilang.
Iya.
Tampilannya keren ya.
Langsung boleh saya.
Assalamualaikum bu.
Ya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Kenalan nggak bu? Bos. Kenalan.
Ya.
Aku Indonesia.
Langsung.
Current condition after the Turkish Syria earthquake. Death toll reaches 7,800 people. 8 February 2023. PPID Diskominfo. Current condition after the Turkish Syria earthquake. The toll reaches 7,800 people. The earthquake in Turkey and Syria occurred on the morning of February 6, 2023. There were 3 aftershock that hit the 2 countries after the first earthquake, measuring 7.8 on the Richter scale. This area was rocked by aftershock measuring 6.7 on Richter scale. A 7.8 magnitude earthquake occurred a few hours later, followed by 6.0 magnitude earthquake in afternoon. Until Wednesday, 8/2/2023, the death toll due to the earthquake in Turkey and Syria continues to increase. Now, the total death toll is around 7,800 people. Turkey Health Minister Fahrettin Koca told a news conference on Tuesday that the toll in Turkey has risen to 5,434. According to Koca, at least 31,777 people were injured in Turkey as a result of the quake. Meanwhile, the total death toll in Syria exceeded 1,832 people. If detailed, the Syrian volunteer organization White Helmet, otherwise known as the Syrian Civil Defense, updated the death toll in northwestern Syria to 1,020 in area controlled by opposition. As Persian state the media, at least 812 people died in confirmed control area. This brings the total death toll in Syria to at least 1,832. Overall, in injured victims of the earthquake penetrated 35,626 people in 2 countries. Reporting from agency France Presses, a number of people on the street tried to burn the rumble of the building. The burning debris was used to warm the body in cold weather. Rescue workers continue to search for victims. The process of searching for victims, the Turkish earthquake, was hampered after snowfall hit the location of earthquake. Some snowfall is still possible throughout the day. The extreme winter weather has also hampered rescue effort and aid deliveries. This condition makes the situation of the earthquake victim even more sad. Some areas have even run out of fuel and their residents live without electricity. So far, a country has provided Turkey earthquake assistance quote from the BBC website. India, Britain, Japan, China, Pakistan, Indonesia, Australia, and New Zealand. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan has set a 7-day period of national mourning after the earthquake occurred. Besides that, President Erdogan also declared a disaster emergency status for 3 months after the earthquake rocked his country. President Erdogan also emphasized that he would send more than 50,000 rescue personnel to the affected areas. In addition, the local government has allowed 100 billion liras, or the equivalent of 80 trillion for aid fund. Meanwhile, the condition of Indonesian citizens affected by the Turkish earthquake. As many as 104 Indonesian citizens affected by the Turkish earthquake will evacuated to capital city of Ankara. The Indonesian embassy in Ankara team evacuated 104 Indonesian citizens from 5 points, namely Gaziantep, Kahramanmaraş, Adana, Hatay, and Diyarbakir. They will be evacuated to Ankara, said Ministry for Foreign Affairs spokesperson Teku Fazliasa. Indonesian ambassador to Turkey, Lalu Muhammad Iqbal said the Indonesian citizens had to be evacuated to Ankara because they no longer had proper housing. Meanwhile, shelter or safe houses prepared by local government have exceeded capacity. For now, they are living Moscow sports stadium and then on the beach. He said, in addition, the Indonesian embassy in Ankara will also evacuate Indonesian citizens who were injured in the earthquake. As of Tuesday, 10 Indonesian citizens were recorded as injured. 4 of whom had received treatment at a local hospital, while 6 others, including 6 people who had broken bones, would be evacuated for later treatment at a hospital in Ankara.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Abrisam, mashallah. Yes, we really appreciate you, Abrisam.
Abrisam, harusnya terakhir itu bilangnya that's all, thank you folks gitu misalnya kalau. Jadi itu masukkan aja.
Makasih Pak. Malu-malu. Makasih Pak. Makasih tapi kepalanya ke bawah.
Yeah. Well, I will call immediately the next participant. The next participant of the news anchor competition is Bayu Aji Pratama.
Bayu.
The 6th grade student A, Salahuddin Al-Ayubi. For Bayu Aji Pratama, time is yours.
Nggak tahu kenapa sih kelas 6 rasanya akhir jadi mereka kemana-mana. Oh iya.
Mana laptopnya? Ya ampun, balik lagi. Hah?
Laptop.
Ngambil laptopnya.
Teks, running teksnya, laptopnya ibunya.
Apa mau
Ibunya nyiapin laptop.
mau dilompat dulu atau gimana?
Itu diskualifikasi.
Bye.
Pas baru dibuka. Nah, laptopnya jelek. Hah?
Penampilannya.
Tuh.
Ini ambisinya bagus Bayu dalam berbagai hal, ambisius.
Oh ya.
Termasuk anak yang ambisius.
Start, Bu. Kok nggak suaranya, Bu?
Depannya ada suara kita.
Ulang ini.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, viewers. Welcome back to Breaking News Today on Saturday, the 11th of February 2023. I'm Bayu Aji Pratama. Will bring you the most updated and hottest news from all around the world. And here is the headline for today. Indonesia has been trusted to lead the Group of 20 or G20 Presidency 2022. Indonesia will strive so that the G20 presidency can be an answer to the concern and anxieties of people around the world by becoming a catalyst in an inclusive global economic recovery process. This was conveyed by President Joko Widodo in his remarks while attending a virtual World Economic Forum meeting from the Bogor Presidential Palace, West Java on Thursday, the 10th of January 2022. When the dirham recovered stronger, the G20 Indonesia's presidency will prioritize for safe and inclusiveness, and will also provide various breakthrough platform as transformation efforts in various fields, focusing on the main three issues discussed are the global health architecture, digital transformation, and sustainable energy transition. This is in line with the national priorities and current global condition. The three main priorities are investment opportunities and opportunities that need to be utilized optimally. Therefore, President Joko Widodo also invites all world economic leaders to contribute to the G20 Indonesia's presidency. President Jokowi believed that Indonesia's G20 presidency will significantly impact Indonesia's recovery and economic growth. Therefore, the G20 presidency of Indonesia will make good use of this collaboration to continue to improve industrialization, trade, and mastery of technology both in Indonesia and in the world. And the next news is, actress and singer Maudy Ayunda have been officially appointed as Indonesia's spokesperson for the G20 presidency. This was concluded by the Minister of Communication and Informatics of the Republic Indonesia's Trinity Plate on Thursday, 31st of March 2022, virtually from the Presidential Palace, Jakarta. Maudy Ayunda is believed to have qualified and credibility as an alumnus from the world-class universities. Modi is a graduate of the undergraduate program in philosophy, politics, and economics at Oxford University. Modi is also a graduate of the Master of Administration and Master of Arts in Education at Stanford University. In addition, Modi also knows several foreign languages, which can help in her duties as a spokesperson for the G20 Indonesian presidency. Jenny said that as a millennial public figure, Modi is expected to reach various levels of society at large, especially the millennial generation. As a spokesperson, Modi is tasked with conveying information related to the implementation of the G20 Indonesia Summit activities, which will be attended by heads of state and heads of government of the G20 members countries. Second, prepare regular working group meetings, engagement groups, and side events so that the Indonesian people and the world can follow the development and substance of the agenda of the G20 Indonesia presidency. Well, viewers, that's all the news for today. Don't forget always to apply health protocols wherever you go. Stay safe and stay healthy. I'm Bayu Aji Pratama. Say thank you so much for watching and have a great day.
Thank you very much. MashaAllah. Good boy with a great performance. Bayu Aji.
Bagus tuh confidence-nya.
Bagus katanya confidence-nya.
Terus sudah pakai gestur gitu ya.
Terima kasih, Pak.
Semangatnya luar biasa.
Posisi badannya itu harus tetap steady, Bay. Jadi jangan pas baca segini, terus begitu udah menutup baru kamu gini. Jadi harusnya tetap biasa ini kaki tegak. Jadi orang lihat tidak ada perubahan karena nanti pas kamu baca ada kalanya dia akan keluar muka kita. Ya kan? Kalau kamu pas baca dia lagi VO memang nggak keluar. Tapi nanti pasti ada begitu tadi perpindahan misalnya jadi presiden ke Maudi itu biasa ada kebuka dulu tuh. Nah kita lagi karena cerita topik yang berbeda kan. Nah kamu begini tuh kelihatan. Ya. Itu nggak salah sih, cuma itu ini ya manusiawi banget, jadi orang itu rata-rata begitu. Tapi kalau kita udah biasa ini ya posisi tegak gitu, ya kita akan tegak. Tapi tegak itu nggak kaku gitu. Ya kan? Ada orang kalau itu karena tegang, bukan tegak bener begini badannya. Tapi loose ya, jadi stiff but loose. Gitu. Tapi keseluruhan overall sih keren.
Bentar ya.
Keren, Masya Allah.
Walaupun tadi saya masih agak kepleset bacanya dikit.
Thank you, Mr. Joy. Apa-apa.
Saya juga masih kepleset sampai sekarang. Kalau kepleset itu kan biasa apa ya? Ada pronunciation yang kadang-kadang kita kurang kuat, misalnya di S.
Iya, S.
Iya, betul.
Gak apa-apa, justru lebih natural. Jadi nggak ada orang yang bersih gitu bacanya semuanya total bersih, nggak ada, pasti ada salah.
Proses belajar ya Pak.
Biasa aja kan. Dan justru sebenarnya orang malah lihat, oh berarti gue bisa nih karena dia aja begini bisa, kan? Dorong orang untuk mau jadi someone yang kayak gitu. Itu baik.
Oke, terima kasih ya Pak.
Cool, Bayu, keren. Bayu keren. Iya. Ya Bunda. The biggest support system bundanya, Masya Allah, subhanallah. Terima kasih bundanya Bayu. Well, I will call immediately the next participant of the news anchor competition is Taufan Mahir Zain, the 6th grade student A, Salahuddin Al-Ayyubi. Taufan Mahir Zain, time is yours.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, viewers. I'm Taufan as your host. I'll be presenting the news about the Turkey-Syrian earthquake. On February 6, a magnitude 7.8 earthquake occurred in southern Turkey near the northern border of Syria. This quake was followed approximately 9 hours later by a magnitude 7.5 earthquake located around 59 miles or 95 kilometers to the southwest. As of February 8, at least 317 aftershocks have been reported. The earthquake was the most devastating two-hit earthquake prone in Turkey than 20 years and was as long as one in 1939, the most powerful recorded there. The initial earthquake was centered near Gaziantep in south-central Turkey, home to thousands of Syrian refugees and the many humanitarian aid organizations also based there. Governments around the world were quick to respond to requests for international assistance, deploying rescue teams and offering aid. The country of Turkey is recognized in English as Turkiye by the United Nations. Syria's current complex humanitarian emergency is among the largest humanitarian crisis in the world, and the earthquake will only exacerbate the situation and vulnerabilities. One obstacle in assessing the death toll and response efforts in Syria is that the government does not control all the northwest, the area hardest hit by the earthquake. In northwest Syria, 4.1 million people already depend on humanitarian assistance, the majority of whom are women and children. While countries have offered to support Turkey, getting aid to affected Syrians is likely to be more difficult considering the country is not controlled by one authority. However, support to the most affected areas of Syria will be critical since the existing humanitarian response is largely overstretched with a funding gap of 48% identified for the last quarter of 2022. Earthquakes are among the most devastating natural hazards. Turkey's two main fault zones make the region one of the most seismically active in the world. Natural hazards only become disasters when they interact with a human society or community, referred to as vulnerability in disaster studies. In this disaster, vulnerability looks like poorly constructed buildings that do not meet modern earthquake building standards. Thousands of Syrian refugees in Turkey or displaced people in northwest Syria that live in informal settlements. Destruction of infrastructure within Syria after years of war and aerial bombings. An ongoing complex humanitarian emergency in Syria due to conflict and a cholera outbreak. For these reasons, the earthquake that has devastated Turkey and Syria cannot be called a natural disaster. While natural hazards such as earthquakes are inevitable, the impact they have on society is not. Funders can help minimize the impact of this unfolding disaster and additional disasters in Turkey and Syria by advocating for self-building construction, supporting risk communications campaigns, investing over the long term to ensure full recovery that incorporates risk reduction and strengthening preparedness and resilience. That's it for the news today, viewers. I'm Taufan as your host. Will be heading out. Sorry for all the mistakes I made. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Luar biasa, Taufan. Taufan mahir zen.
Taufan pronunciation-nya bagus. Salah biasa ya.
Iya.
Sedikit.
Dari bacanya ngelihat kamera bagus tuh.
Iya. Kalau ada running text-nya ya.
Baru kali ini ada yang ini lagi pakai kamera.
Iya.
Tadi sebenarnya secara keseluruhan kamu kan gitu, tapi ada di titik yang dimana kamu baca terus. Nggak tahu apakah karena sempat salah, karena sempat salah di sebelumnya, I don't know gitu ya. Karena tadi aku lihat pas abis salah itu, Taufan tuh jadi baca gitu. Bener ya? Bener ya? Tapi secara ininya sih confidence-nya bagus, keren. Jarang loh ada, bener tuh Pak siapa?
Pak Gatot.
Pak Gatot.
Pak Gatot.
Oh iya Pak Gatot.
Pak Gatot.
Pak Nyepsek. Bener itu bilang Pak Gatot. Jadi
bukan Pak Gatot, Pak Gatot.
Pakai U ya.
Pakai U.
Yang bilang Pak Gatot benar. Jadi tidak mudah waktu kamu baca. Sekaligus nggak kamera karena distract biasanya. Tapi kalau kamu udah kuasai bahannya, maka itu emang cuma sekedar melihat lagi kamu udah langsung klik gitu, cepat.
Keren.
Good.
Taufan, good.
Thank you.
You are doing good, Taufan. Masya Allah. Well, I will call immediately the next participant of the new Ancor competition is Almaira Naura Zifana Prihadi. The 6th grade student B, Muhammad Al-Fatih. For Almaira Naura Zifana Prihadi, time is yours. Ini bagus juga nih Almaira.
Ini agak ke atas kalau ini Bu, biar.
Ini
Ah,
namanya mix.
satu lagi.
Di sini boleh?
Boleh.
Pak?
Iya.
Duduk apa berdiri?
Duduk
mah
aja, Pak.
ditaruh di meja aja.
Di meja aja.
Taruh di meja.
Oh iya.
Introduction dulu, baru
Ekspresinya bagus ya.
Iya.
Udah ada ekspresinya. Udah dapat ekspresinya. Ya maksudnya.
Ini Almaira.
Almaira.
Assalamualaikum, judges. My name is Almaira from 6B, and I'd like to thank you for this opportunity to be featuring in this event.
Oke, thank you Almaira.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello and good morning viewers. My name is Almaira and you are watching Indonesia Headline News, giving you the latest and most credible news for today. The National Culture Week, or PKN, is promoting content concerning the beauty of Indonesian culture. The Director General of Culture at the Education, Culture, Research and Technology Ministry has said that PKN promotes a variety of contents that show how culture could become the solution to our problems today. Hilman Farid stated in a written statement issued here on Thursday. Hilman Farid also said that Indonesian culture was not born out of nowhere, but arose from the ability to process local opportunities. And that culture is not just about past inherited practices, but also an effort to ensure present safety and to create a better future. He informed that a variety of cultural content produced by people from various regions in Indonesia has been featured on Indonesian TV and can be directly accessed on pkn.id. This is the biggest cultural festival in Indonesia this year in two senses. The first is as the biggest in terms of scale of public involvement, with 3,000 cultural figures and 70 regional governments taking an active part in PKN. The second is as the biggest in terms of its mission, of processing the brilliance of local culture to resolve contemporary challenges. Farid then highlighted a number of exciting programs broadcasted every day from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. For instance, the Bincang Cerah, a discussion on protecting Indonesia's intellectual property, the role of the younger generation, and the use of digital technology for preserving the nation's architecture and mainstreaming local food culture. There are also many other programs highlighted. The National Culture Week was designed to be a meeting and consultation space for Indonesia's cultural richness. Hence, the diversity of events on display is a consequence of that richness. And that's all for today's news. Once again, my name is Almaira, reporting for Indonesia Headline News, delivering you news from all of Indonesia. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow for the latest morning news. Thank you for watching, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Almaira, Masya Allah.
Jadi baca ini bukan baca, tapi bercerita. Nah ini adalah masih agak jarang ya untuk kelas siswa yang masih SD dan siap banget. Karena bahkan orang dewasa aja belum tentu bisa.
Iya.
Ya.
Betul.
Pronunciation itu udah agak bule kalau aku bilang ya.
Dari kecil. Dari kecil ngomong bahasa Inggris.
Agak beda gitu.
Iya.
Yang tahun lalu storytelling, this is number one.
Ada gesture itu kan, ada gesture-nya. Terus emphasizing di kata-katanya itu jelas. Jadi even though misalnya kamu bikin materinya misalnya biasa, itu jadi luar biasa. Jadi sebenarnya bagaimana orang membawakan maka menjadi luar biasa. Itu bukan bahannya.
Bukan bahannya, orangnya ya. Iya. Almaira. Almaira Naura. Oke, 2 thumbs up. Thank you, Mr. Joy. Thank you, Almaira. Masya Allah. 2 thumbs up from Mr. Jai Asraswardo for Almaira. Masya Allah. Barakallah fiqh. Barakallah like Almaira. Well, I will call the next participant. Is Ayesa Al-Fadia, the 6th grade student. B. Muhammad Al-Fatih. Ayesa, time is yours.
Nggak ada.
Gak nyangka anak-anaknya harus anchor, Masya Allah, alhamdulillah.
Good morning, back with me, Ayesa Al-Fadia. This morning in the cultural news program, I will share news about the cultural festival in Buton, Southeast Sulawesi on August 19 to 25 this year. The festival will include a traditional immunization ritual known as Dole Dole for 200 children, a gala dinner to celebrate the local tradition Pekande Kandria, which is meant to welcome warriors home from battle. Will also be included in the festival itinerary. Dishes at the Pekande Kandria dinner will include jellyfish or small fish mixed with coconut, and nasuwalia chicken, also conspiring coconut. However, the climax of the festival for many will be the colossal dance display by over 10,000 performers. Traditional art will also be on display at the festival, while local competition and games are expected to be enjoyed by thousands of visitors. During a visit to Buton Island last September, Indonesia President Joko Widodo was awarded the traditional honorary title of the Buton Sultanate Laodin Muhammad Lakina Bawangi di Nusantara in an event held at the Baroga Palace of the Buton Fort. In conferring the title, the president wore the traditional clothes of the Sultanate of Buton, which were dominated by black. Before being attached to cap and staff, the representative of the Sultanate of Buton, Laode Muhammad Arsal, explained the meaning of the title. This title means a man who has noble attitudes and behavior, is humble, polite, wise, and prudent, honest and fair, responsible, sets an example and role model, and has a high commitment to prospering of the people in Indonesia. Let's support Indonesia tourism. Thank you and see you in the next news. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Ayesha. Masya Allah. You are great. Yes, thank you. Ayesha.
Materi ininya bagus. Karena saya orang visual ya. Jadi gambar-gambarnya bagus. Aku suka sih gambarnya. Mungkin yang harus diperbaiki adalah confidence. Ya. Jadi bagaimana cara membangun confidence? Bukan kamu bangun confidence, kamu udah confidence. Cuma biar lebih bagus confidence-nya, suara kamu dinaikkan, powernya dinaikin, dan itu akan mengatasi ketakutan. Ya, jadi tenang aja. Aku juga masih sering ketakutan kalau mau ke depan terus ada juga kadang-kadang masih. Jadi kalau Aisyah mau tahu, kalau lagi nggak confidence itu biasanya celana saya langsung basah.
Iya, keringetan. Iya. Iya.
Ini basah. Jadi sebenarnya sudah bagus. Cuma kalau aku sih ya dinaikin power suaranya supaya kami jadi
power suaranya.
Ya. Terus menyapa tuh dengan semangat. Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Jadi kita udah membawakan diri kita feeling good
Tapi Almaira walaupun biasanya malu-malu sekarang enggak, alhamdulillah. Di kelas malu-malu itu, asal bunyinya ngomongnya lancar tapi malu-malu di kelas. Itu tadi enggak bagus alhamdulillah.
Kamu baca. Itu sebenarnya trik kecil aja sih ya. Ya nanti next time dibuat seperti itu supaya.
Tapi tetap luar biasa Ayesa. Keren.
Aku bilang tadi confidence udah ada, tinggal dinaikin sedikit lagi. Ya suaranya di
rasain lagi.
Sebenarnya, nah ini ada sedikit belajar. Walaupun belum tentu bisa ya. Jadi ada namanya suara palsu, ada yang namanya suara asli. Suara palsu ini kayak gini. Ini yang kita ngomong itu suara palsu. Suara asli itu yang dari perut.
Oh gitu.
Jadi kamu narik nafas, ya narik nafas, taruh nafasnya di perut. Gini nih, mungkin kayak perut saya gerak. Nah baru ngomong. Jadi ngomongnya agak beda jadi. Selamat pagi saudara, senang sekali kembali berjumpa bersama Anda di Tanah Pati. Jadi suaranya juga. Ini aku baru ngomong ke kamu loh ya, lain aku nggak tahu tadi.
Semuanya lihat juga. Live streaming.
Satu trik kenapa apa namanya presenter itu suaranya kelihatan lebih bulat gitu ya. Bukan karena di mixing enggak. Jadi kita pakai suara perut. Nah itu nanti ada lagi latihan. Kamu bisa nonton di YouTube lah. Ya, lihatnya di YouTube. Karena juga harus agak sama orang yang paham. Takutnya nanti malah ngambil suara perut kalau masuk angin. Ya cuma suaranya udah oke, tinggal dinaikin sedikit lagi. Ya.
Ayesa.
Good job.
Good job Aisyah, Masya Allah. Okay. You have won to overcome your fear, Aisyah. Kamu udah menang untuk mengalahkan rasa takutnya, Masya Allah. Dengan ikut kompetisi ini, kamu bisa mengalahkan rasa takut itu. Subhanallah. Thank you very much, Aisyah.
Oke, terima kasih.
Well, I will call the next participant, the twins of Almaira. Yes. Here is Azka Fathan, rank 0 Prihadi, the 6th batch student B, Muhammad Al-Fatih. For Azka Fathan, rank 0 Prihadi, time is yours. Giving applause for Azka Fathan. Masya Allah.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Aska Fatan and I'm from 6B Muhammad Al Fatih, and I'd like to say thank you for the opportunity given to be involved in this event. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, audience. You're watching In the News in Focus with me, Aska Fatan. Today, I'll present to you about the hot news for today. And the news is about celebrating the colorful culture of Indonesia. The Ministry of Culture of Qatar invited the Indonesian community in Qatar to present art and cultural performances in a series of events entitled Promoting Expression of Cultural Diversity in Community Groups. The agenda for Indonesian community groups was held on Thursday, 15th of December at Bait As-Sulaitu. Indonesia and the Philippines are two countries in the ASEAN region chosen by the Ministry of Culture of Qatar to present their cultural and artistic performances. The Indonesian ambassador to the state of Qatar, H.E. Ridwan Hassan, expressed his appreciation to MOC Qatar for the opportunity given to be involved in this event while congratulating on the success of the Qatar World Cup 2022. The ambassador further said that Indonesia is also honored to establish stronger cultural performances with Qatar, particularly on the Qatar-Indonesia Year of Culture that will kick off in 2023. This Indonesian community event featured art and cultural performances consisting of various traditional dances, including the Saman dance, the plate dance, the Rampak dance, the Ondel-Ondel dance, and the Indang dance. Performances of angklung, saxophone, keroncong, traditional songs, and exhibitions of Indonesian batik, clothes, and traditional houses also enlivened this event. The performances were presented by Indonesian cultural groups such as Puspa Kinarya, Sanggar Seni Mesait, Rumah Seni Ancor, and Bahana Indonesia Gemilang, or the BIG Choir for short. There's also a culinary bazaar, which offers various Indonesian cuisines and promotes Indonesian spices. This exhibition successfully attracted enthusiasm from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of visitors, both Indonesian citizens and from other countries. Okay, audience, that's all the news for today. We meet again in the same time and same channel. I am Aska Fatan. Thank you for your attention and goodbye. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Amazing performance, Fathan. They are really proud of you.
Pronunciation-nya gila sih. Keren. I wish I could have that kind of English. Masih bagusan kamu bahasa Inggris dari aku jauh.
Masya Allah.
Jadi itu akan jadi apa ya, salah satu keunggulan ya, advantage waktu kamu misalnya mau tidak hanya sekolah tapi bekerja di luar negeri.
Iya.
Kalau misalnya kamu menjadi news anchor di luar, pekerjaan lebih gampang daripada di Indonesia. I've been there before, so I know. Jadi di luar negeri itu kerjaan tuh nggak double-double. Kalau di Indonesia tuh kamu kerja A, B, C, D, ini nggak ada gitu. Dia biasa aja satu. Ya, saya sampai ini waktu saya ke Amerika itu, dulu kan saya ada intern di Amerika ya. Itu saya bilang ini kerjaan reporter kan gampang banget gitu. Di sini berat banget dengan gaji yang sangat rendah. Nah kamu dengan punya kemampuan bahasa Inggris yang bagus dan cara nyampeinnya yang keren, ya nggak tahu sih ya maksudnya ke depan apakah ini akan menjadi salah satu yang bisa jadi pikiran buat profesi gitu.
Iya.
Kamu bisa memilih ini sebagai profesi kamu. Jadi kalau ke depan saya nggak tahu ya, karena kan sekarang polanya udah bukan TV ya, digital. Digital pun kemampuan speaking yang kayak gitu dibutuhin
keren.
Dan PD-nya udah ada, udah sangat ada ya. Dan semangat. Kalau yang agak sedikit saran mungkin di storytellingnya.
Iya.
Ya, udah bagus tapi tingkatin lagi sedikit.
Ya.
Sudah bisa tidak sekedar membaca, jadi udah menjelaskan ya, explaining. Tapi kalau ditambah sedikit lagi itu ya kalau masih SD itu wajar.
Iya.
Karena aku SD dulu.
Nggak sebagus ini ya. Kita juga sama SD-nya nggak kayak gini banget. Iya, masya Allah luar biasa.
Nah kamu masih SD. Ini jalannya sepanjang.
Insya Allah. Good ability, with good attitude makes perfect, Fathan. Masya Allah. Wish you luck, Fathan. Thank you very much, Fathan. Okay, once more, give big applause for Fathan. Well, I will call the next participant of the news anchor competition is Andi Farnas Lairia Irfan. The 6th grade student C. Hassan Albana. For Andi Farnas Lairia Irfan, time is yours. Dua lagi soalnya.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. It's Saturday, 11th June 2023. This is the Hassan Albana News, bringing you the globe. The news for this morning about Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival event 2023. The Bali Tourism Office launched the Bali Calendar of Events 2023 along with the integration of the Bali Tourism Media Center at the office of Bali Tourism Office some time ago. The events in Bali have been collected that resulted in totally 66 events consisting of 51 culture events, 13 interest or sport events, and 2 MICI events. Of these events, the Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival is included.
and will be held on August 18th until 20th, 2023. This Bali calendar of events is to provide information as well as reference regarding the events to be held in Bali throughout 2023. Assistant Manager of Tanah Lot Tourist Attraction Ibu Tutoni Wirawan admitted that he had not received any information about this. If that is true, he admitted that he is very happy so that it can be known by its wider community and even domestic and foreign tourists. Ibu Tutoni Wirawan said that the operator of the Tanah Lot tourist attraction have submitted the existing culture events to the Ministry of Tourism and Creativity Economy. Now it is good that it has been included in Bali Tourism Office's calendar of events. Ibu Tutoni emphasized that if the Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival event is approved, the management is ready to carry out the events according to the proposal previously submitted. For 2023, the Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival is entering its 4th year. In the recent years, the Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival has been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, so this cultural festival was then stopped. Now, during this easing period, the annual culture event will be held again. In the proposal previously submitted, the 4th Tanah Lot Art and Culture Festival will have the theme Mahabharata. The art materials to be presented are more performing arts such as bola ganjur, rindik, traditional dances, and both classical and creative ones. Besides, it also features micro, small, and medium enterprises players to support the small businesses at Tanah Lot. Ibu Tutoni then added that they will take local wisdom, especially those at Baraban village, to be featured in the event. They prioritize local wisdom. After that, they will only involve supporters in Tabanan district. That is the news for this Saturday. I am Farnas. Stay safe and have a great day.
Thank you very much, Farnas. Masya Allah. You are doing great.
Opening ada, isi closing. Walaupun sedikit ragu dan terakhir ya. Jadi sebenarnya nggak usah ragu-ragu dan nggak usah khawatir sama aku juga karena semua orang mengalami pengalaman pertama gitu ya. Tapi pronunciation oke, bahasa Inggrisnya enak dengar juga. Ya oke sih, aku suka ininya.
Percaya dirinya harus tingkatin lagi ya. Nah.
Tapi balik lagi, tadi mungkin ini pesan yang sama seperti yang sebelumnya tadi. Suaranya agak lebih kamu suaranya udah bisa didengar ya, bisa kita dengar. Tetapi kalau dia naikin sedikit, maka ternyata itu mempengaruhi mood. Jadi mood kamu tuh lebih confidence, gitu ya. Ternyata kalau kita ngomong, aku juga dulu gak ngerti gitu. Tapi begitu setelah jadi penyiar, baru mulai ngerti bahwa ternyata kalau kita ngomongnya itu lebih pede, maka kemudian apa ya, the universe will help you actually gitu. Jadi kita ngomong pede itu kayak semuanya tuh lari kita semua. Apa ya istilahnya, positivity ya,
energi positif.
Itu lari kita. Kamu udah ini udah pede. Cuma tadi yang aku bilang kalau suaranya lebih ini, maka keyakinan kamu tuh sampai tadi yang terakhir akan bablas aja tuh pasti langsung bom gitu ya. Thank you for today, thank you folks for today. I'll meet you next time.
Dalam hari-harinya masih suka malu-malu nih Pak. Harus dikasih motivasi, masih suka malu-malu di sehariannya nih.
Malunya ya. Jangan khawatir karena aku juga dulu sama kayak gitu. Oh, nggak tahu ya. Kalau orang bilang tuh di sekolah tuh nggak populer. Karena saya nggak pernah ikut. Jadi kalau ini ya misalnya ditanya ya, pernah nggak saya ikut kegiatan kayak di kampus gitu? Saya nggak pernah. Jadi saya tidak ada di jurusan, saya tidak ada di senat, tapi begitu orang lihat saya hari ini mereka bingung. There's plenty of time for you.
Geologi masuknya ke penyiar. Teknik geologi.
Teknik geologi, masya Allah.
Ini waktunya masih banyak buat berkembang. Dan ini harus banyak berteman yang real. Ingat, nanti maksudnya. Jangan temenan itu cuma di dunia maya.
Kok bisa baca nih?
Jagonya di dunia maya doang. Jadi kamu nanti jagonya cuma begitu ketemu bingung. Itu kejadian. Perbanyak teman-teman yang kayak gini, banyak. Interaksi yang antar teman yang ketemu itu ada energinya. Kamu nih tadinya pendiam nih, tapi ketemu temennya yang semangat, lama-lama ketularan. Karena positiveness itu kebangun lewat orang yang kita bertemu. Nah, gitu. Bukan internet itu bukan jelek, boleh sering-sering internet juga, cuma jangan di dunia maya aja. Karena yang saya lihat adik-adik ini kebanyakan gaul di dunia maya jago.
Iya betul.
Begitu ketemu orangnya langsung kamu. Iya. Jadi itu aja sih. Cuma malu-malu dikit doang.
Iya.
Gak takut sih, kamu tuh gak takut. Cuma masih malu-malu. Gak malu banget nih. Good job. Siapa tadi?
Andi Parnas. Andi Parsairya Irfan. Yeah, Andi Parnas. You are doing great, Andi Parnas. Mashallah. Thank you very much. Well, I will immediately call the next participant of English the news anchor competition. She is Izzatul Fatimah Az-Zahra Widodo.
So,
the 6th grade student C from Hasan Al-Banna. For Izzatul Fatimah Az-Zahra Widodo, time is yours.
berdiri apa duduk? Berdiri apa duduk?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello audience, good morning. I am going to report about global warming. Global warming effect in Indonesia. As an effect of global warming and climate change, the weather in Indonesia is unpredictable. Sometimes heavy rain will emerge during dry seasons, while drought can hit certain areas during rainy seasons. Sumatra experiences rain from October to January in the north and November to February in the south. Bali and Kalimantan, on the other hand, are relatively unaffected by seasonal weather changes. The inconsistent weather patterns are caused by global warming, affecting rainfall pattern in Indonesia. Due to its geographical location and warm climate, Indonesia is extremely sensitive to climate change risks. Indonesia is concerned about climate change since agriculture highly accounts for its gross domestic product. Indonesia, as a developing country, further limits its capacity to respond to threat. It is vulnerable to rising sea levels, flooding, and landslide. In the coastal areas of Indonesia, sea level rise due to global warming is currently roughly 3 to 5 mm per year. However, there are certain responses that the Indonesian government came up with, includes mitigation and adaptation. There were also campaigns launched by authorities to reduce the emission of heat trapping of greenhouse gases into atmosphere to prevent the global warming. That was news I'm telling about. I'm Izzatul Fatimah Az-Zahra from Namse Hasan Al-Banna. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Izzatul Fatimah Widodo Ais.
Bukan Ais BSD.
Bukan.
Ais, aku yang paling suka dari kamu adalah pronunciation itu clear banget. Jadi
Thank you.
Mau orang Indonesia yang denger, bule yang denger, siapapun itu pasti ngerti. Karena kamu jelasin itu benar-benar yang apa ya? Yang belum tentu orang bule juga bisa kayak gitu. Ya, enak sekali. Aku suka cara kamu nyampein. Dan satu lagi kekuatan kamu tuh di storytelling. Ya, ini dari tadi nih yang saya lihat cuma 2. Yang tadi
Si Almaira sama Ais ya.
Cuma 2 orang nih yang benar-benar storytelling ya. Kamu bacainnya tuh ngerti, kita dengarnya jelas, terus kita bisa kebawa sama yang kamu ceritain.
Thank you.
Ya, itu keren banget sih, menarik, dan PD kamu juga bagus banget, aku suka. Itu thumbs up, keren.
Thank you.
Yeah. Ais, you're doing great, Ais. Masya Allah.
Thank you.
You are welcome, Ais. Thank you very much, Ais. The next participant of the news anchor competition, the next and the last. Yang terakhir ya, the last performance will be delivered by Ryan Said, the 5th grade student A, Al-Hawarizmi. For Ryan Said, time is yours. Terakhir.
Tentang Islamic apa nggak tahu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning viewers, you are watching Islam News with me, Ryan Said. We will bring you the latest Islamic news from all over Indonesia. First, in Islamic news, this is the second to count toward opening Qori in Jakarta and Palembang. The opening ceremony will be held at Gelora Bung Karno this Saturday, August 18. It is said that many national recitals will be displayed from Sabang to Merauke. The performance will be broadcast on local TV as well as online. And one day before the big performance, Indonesia will celebrate its Independence Day. The annual ceremony will be held at the State Village. Every region across the country celebrates the day. We will be in touch with Cholojos in Jakarta to see how people prepare it. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ryan.
Ryan Said. Gimana Ryan? Enak nggak baca berita? Enak. Mau jadi penyiar? Enggak.
Barusan main futsal.
Oh, pengen jadi
Agis
bola jangan-jangan.
ikut lomba futsal juga, baru selesai lomba futsal.
Main bola tapi. Main bola tapi bahasa Inggrisnya keren ya. Bagus. Siapa? Ryan. Ryan ini aja ya. Pronunciation-nya oke, intonasinya juga oke ya. Cuman tadi mungkin sedikit lebih pelan lain kali Ryan. Jadi jangan terlalu in rush ya. Mungkin gara-gara habis main bola.
Iya, habis main bola jadi ngos-ngosan.
Bagus ya. Good job. Tapi itu tadi ya agak lebih slow sedikit. Nah, itu nanti semua akan lebih clear ya. Tadi yang kamu nyampaikan. Good job Ryan.
Ryan, you are doing good. Thank you Ryan, Masya Allah. You are have a big spirit for participate competition. Closing apa langsung dikasih? Closing langsung apa? Katanya kasih berapa sih? Kasih tuh nggak apa-apa. Oh ya udah. Closing dulu tuh Pak. Ya udah, karena ini aja. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Alhamdulillah, akhirnya kita semua telah menyelesaikan seluruh rangkaian acara Lomba News Anchor, dan kami semua khususnya dari keluarga Harum merasa sangat bersyukur melihat antusiasme anak-anak yang luar biasa, melihat bibit-bibit yang sangat berkualitas yang insya Allah akan membanggakan Indonesia di masa yang akan datang. Untuk anak-anak kita semua, tetaplah jadi anak yang solih, anak yang baik, be a good boy with a good attitude, by good and ability, and that makes you perfect. Dengan attitude yang bagus, dengan kemampuan yang bagus akan menjadikan itu sempurna. Selamat sekali lagi untuk anak-anak solih-solihah yang telah mengikuti lomba pada hari ini. Bagi kami, kalian semua adalah pemenang. Kalian sanggup mengalahkan rasa takut, nervous, dan keraguan-raguan sehingga kalian bisa ikut partisipasi di acara lomba hari ini. Dan harapan besar kami, kalian semua khususnya yang ikut lomba dan umumnya untuk anak-anak yang belum berani ikut tampil dan gak jadi lomba, untuk lebih semangat lagi, untuk mau tampil, yang penting tampil dulu. Pertama, kumpulkan dulu pengalaman-pengalaman. Dengan pengalaman yang banyak, insya Allah akan menjadi profesional seperti juri kita hari ini, insya Allah. The motivational and inspiration persons, ya, inspirational person. Sampai saya juga buru-buru seperti orang yang terburu-buru. Alhamdulillah, kami sangat bersyukur. Alhamdulillah, acaranya berjalan dengan sukses, ya. Kita melihat anak-anak senang, gembira, bangga. Subhanallah, luar biasa. Mungkin itu aja yang bisa saya sampaikan. Gak bisa banyak ngomong, intinya senang banget lihat anak-anak, Masya Allah. Sangat terharu sebenarnya. Mungkin itu saja yang bisa saya sampaikan hari ini. Thank you very much Pak Gatut, makasih untuk support yang luar biasa. Bu Hani, Bu Hilda, anak-anak semua, dan bunda-bunda yang bunda-bundanya, kedua orang tuanya yang telah mendukung anak-anak kita untuk tampil, telah melatih dengan luar biasa mungkin di rumahnya dengan doanya, dengan usahanya, dan juga kepada Pak Joy Astro, Masya Allah, dengan kesibukan yang luar biasa mau mensupport anak-anak kita tuh sungguh sangat luar biasa. Terima kasih, jazakallah khairul jaza. Semoga dibalas dengan balasan yang lebih baik dari Allah Subhanahu wa taala, dan segala hajat beliau diijabah sama Allah. Usikum wa ya nafsi bi taqwallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Waalaikumsalam.